Hi Sagittarius, hi! Welcome back. This is for the month of April 2019. We're back together again. Where have I been? Just letting you guys know that I'm just trying to adjust to a new schedule. I do teach at a university, semester is starting, so it's just about me trying to find a way to balance this, then my personal readings, then really teaching a whole bunch of classes throughout my whole day is my full-time job. So anyway, I feel so good to be able to be back and to at least get some stuff out for the month of April. Okay, this is kind of strange, Sagittarius, because weirdly, when I was doing this reading, I just saw Trump in it. So it's like, what? So I'm just going to lay the cards out the way it's supposed to be. If this reading doesn't resonate for you this month, Sagittarius, then God bless you. It's just not for you this month. And maybe next week and next month it will be. But it's not a reason for you to say, I don't like this reading. It's just not for you, okay? So if it is for you, you will know whether it is. And go ahead and press the like button so I can blah, 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 blah. All right, so anyway, let's move into this. So, for the month of April 2019, Sagittarius, I definitely see you going back to the drawing board, trying again. The way that I'm seeing this is, Sagittarius, it's almost like there's something, it seems very political to me. There's something that is very near and dear to your heart, and you're trying your best to express this. If it's not politics and it still resonates with you, just put it into the context of your own situation, right? But it's like the world isn't listening to you, and it's just if I had to coin a term, it would be like the frustrated activist, or the frustrated soapbox person, or the frustrated newspaper boy, like whatever it is. It's like you're trying to communicate your story, and you're trying to communicate something of import to you, and the world just isn't receptive to it. So let's jump in and see what's up. All right, so what I'm seeing is that you start off this reading as having, like, I feel that maybe people are very frustrated with you, Sagittarius. I feel like you feel a little bit like you're, I don't want to say provocateur, but it's almost like they're just like, ugh, there's so-and-so on his or her soapbox again, just talking and talking. It's like you just come across as that. I'm not saying this is you, I'm just saying the energy. You just come across as that annoying person in the ear, like, of somebody, like, don't do this, say no, and and other people just kind of, we're so saturated with those kinds of messages all day, every day, in this place we called life, in this modern age, that when we hear another person just always talking about stuff and being an activist about something and it tends to be drowned out. It tends to be disregarded. You see how the tone I'm getting? It's just like, oh, because I'm speaking in a way that reflects the energy that I'm feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean my point of view, okay? But that's what the energy is. And I'm seeing that when people look at you, they see you as this person. It's almost like they want to just say, oh, get a job, get off, go somewhere, make your own newspaper, but just go away from here. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing you having this message you want to put across, and then when you produce these things, whatever it is, if it's like television specials or newsletters or flyers or whatever, people just don't respect it. So I see you as trying to find a way to get people to see the world the way that you see it, as flawed, and whether the issue is school lunches, to the President Trump, or just whatever it is, NRA, whatever it is, I just see you struggling and really trying to find a way to get people to listen. But what Archangel Michael is saying is, if this hasn't happened already in the month of April 2019, but I feel this might have happened, who knows? In the month of 2019, you may have a situation where you're trying to get this message out to people. You're trying to do your thing, going to your rallies or whatever, and it's somehow you fall. How can I say this? Excuse me, sorry, it's kind of late. I don't want to say you fail, But it's like, say you're on this horse and you're trying to deliver this message, but then you fall off your horse, right? And you get hurt. It's almost like you're trying to make this message, you're trying to do something about it, but you fail. It's like it comes across as an utter miserable failure, whether it's because you tried to organize a rally and nobody showed up, or just 10 people showed up out of the 100 that you thought would, or just whatever it is. Or it could have just be that your message falls on deaf ears. But whatever it is, I feel that it's going to be a call for you to stop, to sit down and to meditate and think about, I'm seeing, your approach. So it's like your approach, because no one is saying the message that you're saying isn't good. Again, it's just that we're oversaturated with messages these days, and you really have to find an approach that works best for the audience. And I feel that right now you're going to have such a big failure, or just such an unpleasant situation, that Spirit is saying that you're going to have to take time out. This is the Four of Swords meditation, and see those fires out there. They're saying take time out from those fires. They're not trying to minimize you or anything, but these issues were here before you and they'll be here after you. So you can stand to take some time out and meditate on how best to make your approach, so that people can actually be receptive to your message and what it is that you want to say. Okay? So, anyway, let's pause right there and look up here. Well, you can't see it, but I'm seeing over here in these cards that you have been moving under illusions. Like, you're seeing, like, when you look out into the world, you see a lot, and you're looking through a certain lens. And it's not to say that your lens is wrong, but everybody in this world is walking through life, and they're looking at different lenses based on their personal experiences, based on their personalities, based on whatever. And the lens you've been looking at has been producing an image, and that, thank you, angels, they're saying that's right, that is not necessarily, and I want you to hear this, okay, because I feel that you need to hear this. If this resonates with you, you need to hear this. You're looking at it from a lens that is not necessarily the way that the world is. That, like, it's not necessarily true. And I'm feeling like to come back to this President Trump issue. So again, I'm thinking that it's, at first I was thinking this is, somebody trying to rally. Definitely it is, but I don't know why I'm getting Trump here. Either you're pro-Trump or you're anti-Trump, or just whatever it is. If this reading resonates with you and it's so specialized, I don't know, then this is for you, whatever, like, part of the spectrum you fall on. The angels, and this is very important, they're telling you that you're under a certain illusion that is informed by your personal experience. And they're saying that the lens that you're using to look onto the world and to preach, so to speak, is not the way that the world really is. So whatever lens or perspective you're taking, you're not there, okay? So they're trying to say partially that's why you're getting such a cold reception from the world. And this is something that a lot of people are discovering throughout the world today, and dear God, in the United States for sure. It's like everybody's on their soapbox trying to put out what they think needs to be done, but they're not seeing the world properly. They're not seeing the country properly. They're not seeing life properly. They're not seeing anything beyond themselves. So this is a call for you to put down your weapons, and they're saying put down your audacity. So this is very specific for a group of people. Put down your audacity, because Spirit is literally stepping in. Look, there he is. Bam, the angels. Not to say you're wrong, but to say you're wrong. Okay? Listen, don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. So whatever it is you are looking at, your activism is about, or your strong opinions, getting very strong opinions here and there, political. This is my first political reading, by the way, God knows. All right. They're saying that the reason why people are ignoring you is because, and the reason why you're failing is because you're wrong. You're not anywhere near seeing the world the way that Spirit is trying to get you to see it. So they're saying if your truth is about If your truth and your real purpose is about reaching people and trying to educate people and to help people, as I'm seeing this energy come in, they're kind of lecturing here. So this is a very specific reading I can see. It's not going to be for all Sages. So I'm going to open this up to whomever. Let me, sometimes I do that, right? So Sagittarius / whomever, okay? They're trying to give you a mental correction at this time. However you're choosing to see the world is not real, okay? It's wrong. So they're saying you need to stop whatever you're doing, whatever rallies you're doing, whatever groups you're a part of, whatever policies you're furthering, whatever anger. And I feel this is like because there's inside of you something that needs to be healed, something unhealthy, something that is leading to a they're saying very inappropriate and very inaccurate and very fear-mongering and very hateful way, they're saying. So again, I don't know what your platform is, whoever this is, but they're trying to course correct you. And of course, God course corrects people in the way they do. But for some reason, I guess my reading is where it is this time. I don't know. I'm just a messenger, right? But they're being pretty strong about that, okay? They're also saying if your truth is really at the soul level to disseminate information that is for the betterment of society and community, then they're saying check your message. Okay, they did that. Check your message, okay? Boom. This guy doesn't show up unless it's a serious message. They're saying check your message. It's kind of like a test to you. Are you serious? Are you serious about being a truth speaker and a way shower, or are you more interested in spreading hate? They're saying, and inaccuracies. They're pointing in. Okay, so wow, Spirit is going hard right now. They're getting in on it. So what they're saying here is you have to pay attention to whether or not you are using your pen and your voice and your vocal and your everything, your platform, to promote truth and love, or to do completely the opposite and mislead. And they're saying, yes, you may feel that what you're saying is worth it, and you may feel that what you're saying is valuable and that it has value to wake everybody up, but they're saying that they're here to just literally say, you're wrong. We're here to help you to get to the point where you can still have that function, but about the right message. You'd be surprised how many of us in this world are completely moving on the wrong message. And the next time you figure that out is when you close your eyes for the last time on the physical plane and you open it for the first time on the non-physical plane, and you're like, oh crap. Like I went in wanting to be a teacher and a way shower and a light bearer or whatever, and you got caught up in whatever's going on this earth because of unhealed wounds from the past, from whatever. So they're trying to do a course correct in this reading, all right? So they're saying that you make a choice. If you want to be for the light and you want to really be a way shower on an authentic level, in which case you get your ego out of the way and you let the message come through. Or if that's the case, they're like, good, then you're in the right place. Let's change this message and let's focus on getting it to the right place. But if this is where you test yourself right now. But if you're more about your ego and you're connected to the message and you're connected to this and connected to your image and your vision and all that, then they're going to say, stop. Okay. There's even right here, like literally guys, bam. Okay. Yeah. I couldn't make this up if I tried. I wish I were that creative. Okay. So they're saying you need to connect to the message, connect to the purpose you had before you came into this world, which was to be a for reals teacher. They're saying no shame in your game. They're saying don't be ashamed that you went off track, off path, because it's common. Most of the world does it. But we always have to watch ourselves. If we ever feel that we have a message to say, if we have to feel that we are on a soapbox, or everyone should listen to me, or you guys are doing it wrong, you gotta check yourself hard, because you may be an ego. So they're saying, is your commitment to authenticity? If it is, then we'll work with you on correcting your image because it's wrong. But if you're not, and you're all about your ego, and you're so married to disseminating whatever this thing is, which they're saying is completely off, it's not matching the world at all, then they're going to just say stop. And this reading is all about trying to get you in alignment with whatever it is that you came down to do, because you're not doing it right. And they're saying that's why, if this reading is resonating with you, that's why, here's the messenger again. That's why when you try to offer information to people and you try to get them to see life the way you see it, through whatever publications you're doing, whatever actions you're doing, people are not listening to you. And you may be failing. You may even have suffered a major fail at this time to kind of bring you to this reading. But they're saying that that failure, or this continued failure, should stop you so that you can get into a place where you get quiet, you meditate, and you recommit. They're saying you realign and you recommit to an authentic function. Do not commit and recommit and realign with a message. It's not about the message. You're saying your function is to be a messenger. Your next question should be, without ego, what is the message that could come through me, and let spirit show you that. And I'm not saying it this way because we're all like spiritual, we all have our beliefs, blah blah, but it ain't going to come through some holy book necessarily. Like, when you open yourself up to spirit, you literally can be anywhere. You could be deaf, blind, mute, and it's still going to come through you in some way. You could be lost in a desert and you can look at a tree and the answer comes to you. You can be at the zoo and you look at an animal and the answer comes through you and comes to you. So you have to recognize that part of, let me show you this here, part of opening your mind and being open to spirit and God and all that is widening your view. Because look at this illusion. They're showing you that your perspective is too closed. Imagine if you were to step outside and look around 360. That's not where you are right now if this reading is resonating with you. You're in a home, you're in some room, basically a closed room, and looking out on just that. How can you ever be a messenger for the world if you can't open yourself up to other messages and to the real authentic message? All right, so I'm only belaboring this because literally it's that important. All right, so let's continue on. That's where we find ourselves. I want you to see here the transformation that can come for you. Take a look. This is you right here. And this card made me think of Trump. Like, the words came out and I was like, what? What? Either you're pro-Trump or you're anti-Trump or whatever, but this is related. And there's religion. I wasn't going to say religion, but spirit put it in my mouth. There's religion involved here. It doesn't have to be, but if it resonates with you, this is for you, okay? And before you get all up in arms, you're the one who came here to watch this video, so there must be a reason, right? But look, this is you. There's no fire there. There's nothing. It's just staunch, just set in your ways, and like producing things that are just people don't want. It's out of touch, right? But take a look here. This is the transition you make. Now you're at the top of this castle. You got this information. You are the true messenger. The information is not coming here out of your throat. It's coming here. It's given to you. Okay, that's two different things. As part of me, it feels so angry when I do this reading because I feel, and it's not to say that the universe is, because the universe can't be angry, but it's not to say that spirit is angry because they're all about learning. We're all learning, but there's a feeling of urgency that has to come through here. So if this resonates with you, like, geez Louise, email me, okay? Because this really is coming through for you. You have to change your message. It's just not love. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's like they want me to belabor this a bit. This person is very staunch. Look at that. They're very staunch and they're like, I this and I that and you this and you that. And it's coming straight from their throat chakra. But look what they're producing. It's like they're not getting up, they're not live, they're not whatever. It's like this armchair theorist kind of feeling. But look at this person who you came to be and who you're transitioning to be if you release yourself to Spirit's guidance. The information is not originating from you. It's coming to you. You're given the means to disseminate this. In this case, it's a bat. You're going to throw that ball out to the world. It comes from right here. It's like, and then your job is to get it out there. And look at that. Look at all of that inspiration, all of that stuff there. You're in a tower and you can see all around you. And you look at your robes, look at your health, look at everything. It's you are in a position where you're supposed to be, where it's you come second to the information. Let's say me, for example. We all try to get out of our ego. We try to do it. It's a lifelong thing. But like, honestly, like if I paid attention to the readings that came through and I tried to control it, like I wouldn't do a reading like this. I'd be like, no, I want to talk about love. I wanted this, and I read something else. My job is not to come and shape the messages. My job is just to sit down here, look at the cards, and read exactly what's coming through. I'm out of it, and it comes through me, right? And so that's where you need to be as a messenger, because that's what you're going to be moving towards. And you're already in it, so congratulations, you've gotten to a place where you're doing the messenger role, but you have to change the message, okay? You change the message, they say, and we'll give you the crowd. They literally just said that. Change the message, and we'll give you a crowd. And as I'm seeing that, I'm hearing that, I'm feeling that this is, for some of you, very religious. Maybe you are trying to start a church of some sort, or some kind of following, and you are saying it in the name of God or in the name of Jesus or just whatever is you're working with. And they're like, that ain't us. That's not us, because we're not about that. So they're like, if you really want to be about us and about this love and whatever is here for the world, and you want to represent us, then you come to us with an open mind, a humble attitude, and a notebook, because you're going to be taking notes. Ooh, they said notebook. Look. Okay? All right? So anyway, that's that. So sorry to go so hard on you, okay, if this is for you. I'm not going hard because I want to, because I'm not connected to this message in any way, but that's the energy that's coming through, okay? Anyway, let's continue on. Let's jump right in here. So again, here I see that you are at a place in your life where you're trying to produce something. See, you didn't get this side where you're actively producing. You're here, you're trying to produce something for the world, but look, everybody's not listening. It's to the point where like it's not having an effect that you want. It's still ghost coins, so to speak. And you're like, man, and you're toiling day and night trying to work behind this thing, but like nobody's listening. That's where you are at this moment, my dear Sagittarius, or whomever this reading concerns, is directed. And what's happening, what's coming in right now is a course correction, so to speak. It's an ending. They're saying an ending of this blind passion that like what Spirit is really working through me. I was going to say an ending of blind passion, and an ending of the blind passion that is overtaking you. It's almost like your ego. If this resonates with you, your ego is out of control, they're saying. This is blind passion. So what they're saying is they're putting an end to this. That's the energy that's coming in and crossing you, okay, at this time. It's influencing. It's an ending of a cycle of blind passion. Here, in the underlying energy, which underlines all of this. Oh, thank you, Spirit. They're reminding me to show you this. Bing! They're saying this, and they're making me say it this way. This is God-given. So maybe in one second ago, maybe somebody had a thought. They're like, this is God-given. This message is God-given. Okay? So, gracias a Dios. Amen. Yeah, as I'm hearing that, geez, I'm hearing that, I'm getting information, like feeling of the wall, of the wall in America. I mean, anyway, listen. Angels are going in on this because it's ridiculous. Let's just put it that way. So if you're having certain feelings about the wall and all that, I'm just going to call these words out as I get it. Let's just continue. So this card underlies everything. So again, what I'm seeing here is, see, ding, That's you, okay? So this card is showing that you're trying to help. You're really trying to help, but like amidst all this craziness that's happening in our world today, you're trying to be of service. But what I'm seeing is like here, it's like there's this feeling of being a savior, and it's like I'm here to save people and to help people because they don't know any better, and I don't know why anyone's listening to me, and why anyone's not listening to me, and this and that and that and this, and that's the feeling, that's the underlying energy here. But again, I'm seeing here in the, hold on, I feel like I need to pull a card for that. Hold on. Yeah, it's almost like I'm feeling this show of force. It's like a show of force. And it's like, imagine, let's put it this way. Imagine somebody has very strong views, and they're like, I'm going to take to the streets about it. And I'm going to shout from the, I'm going to bring a drum, and I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to talk to people. You know what's happening with our funds, and you know this and that and that, and da-da-da-da, like this kind of feeling. And then as you're standing there, people are going about their business. They're walking right around you. They're eating right there around you. They're not paying you any mind. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And it's almost like this feeling's like, why isn't anyone listening to me? What is wrong with this? I'm here. I'm doing all the stuff I'm supposed to be doing to try and save these people. That's the problem. It's that thought. I'm trying to save these people, but they're not listening. If that resonates with you, this reading is for you. Okay? Because they're showing you here, spinning your wheels at this time, looking out, wondering, like waiting, like what is going on? Why, God, if I'm doing what it is that you want me to do, why aren't people listening to me? Are they that lost? Are they never going to be saved? I mean, tell me, your humble servant. Like that's the feeling, like you have to, like it's almost like, wait, who made you this savior? And I think that God has heard your prayers. And then some level inside of you, you really want to be of service. And so that's why you may be brought to this reading. And the reading is, and they're asking you again, if you were authentic about being of service, then that's your messenger. That's your role. You're just messenger. You don't create the messages. The messages come through you. Okay? And when the messages come through you and not from you, you're less connected to them, and you don't go through these ups and downs and these feelings of, well, this person's not listening, well, they're going to hell, or this and that, and like you don't have that. You know that your job is merely to provide, just like teachers. Your job is merely to provide the information, and when people are ready, they'll come, and that's it. And it's all love. And first of all, you also want to make sure that what you're even putting out there is legitimate, right? So that's where that's the energy that's underlying right now. Yes, communication. This is a communication, King of Swords. And as I'm doing it, I felt Spirit start to turn it upside down. So in the underlying energy at this time, it's a misuse of communication. Okay. So I don't know if I need to belabor that point, but the cards keep coming. I just keep feeling to choose another card. I think we're good here. Okay. In your past, I feel, again, this missed connection. Whoopsies. Let's go. It's a missed connection because it's almost like you're raising this rallying cry. You're raising your club up to be like, yeah, yeah. And you're trying to make this connection with the divine, with spirit, with people. But you're trying to be this voice. But you see that the lightning is not striking your club. It's striking somewhere else. Whenever I see this, it's showing me you're missing the point. There's some inspiration that you're missing. I'm seeing here, it's because, swords is communication in tarot, and mental stuff. I see you using your swords, your communication, to cram it down people's throats. Look at this little moth. I mean, can it possibly take 5 swords down its throat? Like, that's what I'm seeing. And that's what I'm seeing the approach has been in the past. And it's led to, bam, it's led to 5 of Wands. It's just disagreements, quarrels, anger, stress, just a whole lot of tension. And I'm just feeling it doesn't need to be that way. And it's also, here it is again, that savior complex. It's like, I'm going to rush in and save you, right? That's what's been going on in your past. And it's to the point that, look, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's try. You're rushing and you're like, I'm going to save you guys from yourselves, right? But look at this horse. I don't know if he's giving you that side eye, like, really? Like, really? You know, you can't really see it because it's dark where I am right now. It's 10 p.m. But this horse is not feeling it. He's like, dude, listen, just stop with all that. And this is the energy that's coming through from spirit. It's like, you're not representing us when you do this. It's not true. That's what, anyway, God bless them. Yeah. And I think on some level, you've always, maybe if this reading resonates with you, you've always had this idea of corralling people together and letting them, laud you and see the error of their ways. And yes, thank you for showing us the way. And it's just not right. Okay. I'm picking up here something Native American as well. Like maybe there's a listener, one of you is Native American and you're part of a tribe or a group or an organization where you hold a certain amount of power. And I feel like the power that you've been exacting on that group, your group, has not been really in their best interests. And it's like this idea that they would fall in line and like, yes, they'd see the error of their ways because this is the way it should be. And I know because I'm the elder and I'm actually feeling that voice coming through me. And I know I'm the elder and I should be able to handle everything, right? So you can even hear the intonation change. So that's someone speaking through me or someone's guide or whatever. This is for you, okay? So the approach has been mixed with ego, and it has been misdirected energy is what they're saying. Highly misdirected energy, if this reading is for you. All right, so anyway, that's the past. Let's look at the present. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Angels, guides, spirit coming through. Elders, in spirit coming through to release you. Whoever this reading is for, release you from the binds that you have. To open your mind. That's this message, right? This bird is the messenger. They're coming to redirect your mentality, to help you. It's coming in swiftly, okay? I just wanted to make the horse sound for some reason, but anyway, you guys, I'm not going to, but we all want to make the horse sound. But they're coming in to liberate you from this, they're saying low consciousness, low level consciousness, okay? Damn, they are going hard today, okay? I'm sorry, but this must need to be said. They're trying to bring you balance. They're trying to get you to get rid. See that ship in the background? They're trying to get you. Oh, for some of you, yeah, all of you, whatever. They're trying to separate you from this organization that you're in or this school of thought that you're carrying. Whatever it is, this canon of ideology that you've been carrying, they're trying to separate you from that. And they're trying to produce a different mindset within you so that you can truly become the messenger that you're designed to be and that you wanted to be. That's what it's almost like you charted. Let me just go ahead and show that destiny book again. You charted with your guides to say, if I ever get off path, please come see me, come let me know, bring it to my attention. So again, if you found this video and it matches and it resonates, this is that moment where you charted to have them come in and really try to help you. Okay? Yeah, so see all these X's on this person's chest? That's like open heart surgery right there, open body surgery. They're trying to get in there and clean out and clear out all of this stuff that's leading you to be in this way, okay? They're saying, yeah, this is the Lover's card, but notice the way I'm holding it, it's like they're using my hands to cover the RS. This is the Love card. They're saying they're trying to introduce a shot of love, that's verbatim, into your message. A shot of love into your message. And this is the present moment, and that's why here we are in this reading with this message. Now, in the near future, I see that they're going to isolate you. They are going to isolate you. So somehow you're going to be isolated from this group or this organization, but most importantly, this ideology that you have. Some of you may be removed from boards, you may be removed from panels, or you may just take some time out, or just whatever, but they're going to remove you and give you that silence, they're saying, that space, because in the silence is where their message comes through. Look at this guy, he's in the middle of nowhere, excuse me, but at his feet is a whole bunch of flower, or a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of flowers, they're fruit, you know. He's got this coin. They're saying that you have to clear your mind, because your mind is kind of diseased in a way, in the way you're thinking. And once you get to that place of silence, they can then start to really put those thoughts and those images into your mind so that you can disseminate it. Look, it's this card right here. Okay? So that you can truly disseminate it. And once again, to remind you, they're saying once you clean up and once you have the message that they feel truly represents spirit and the spirit of whatever organization it is that you're doing, they will give you the crowds and you will get the ball rolling. And whatever that feeling is that you've been looking for, which is to be listened to be understood, to be seen as a teacher, it will come. But right now they're saying you're on the wrong path, and they're giving you a course correction. So in the immediate future, I see them taking you to this place of silence where you can redirect yourself. And there again, they're showing once you get to that place of silence and you listen, look at all this information coming towards you. It's going to be fast. You might have to write it all down. Some of you might start to have a relationship with spirit. You're like, where is this all coming from? Like, this is way too, ooh, thank you, spirit. This is way too crazy. All this information's coming from somewhere. It's way too much for me to deny the presence of spirit and the reality of spirit. They're saying they're weeding people out right now. They're weeding you out right now. So they're saying that if you, and I understand that, because that card over there, remember, it's the authenticity card. You can rewind because, you know, but they said if you're really authentic and you really want to be an authentic messenger, then follow us. If not, then stop, because you don't represent whatever it is. Whatever group you are, you don't represent us, whatever they are, because it's not. This is not their message. And so they're showing me that they're literally, this message is designed to let you know they're going to be weeding people out. And you know what? Hey, guess what? We know that because in our day and age, at least in the U.S., there's this huge movement with the fake news. People are starting to really think twice and three times about what they're consuming, where they're consuming it, how they're consuming it, who they're consuming it from, who they're consuming it about. They're saying right now, they start talking. They're going to say we're revolutionizing the way information is gathered, collected, disseminated, perpetrated, they said, perpetuated. Like there's a news revolution. So information revolution. So if you are attracted to this video, then this is definitely, they're weeding you out. It's either you get with the program or you get out. And I feel that if you don't get with the program, they're not going to give you the crowds, because it's just, that's it. And if you just happen to be at this in this reading and you're like, but wait, I'm not actually doing anything, but I don't actually have a message and I haven't been doing any messaging. But I do like the idea of working for spirit and being able to be of service in some way. I mean, I don't know, like even if it's cooking, or like, yeah, if that's you, then maybe this is for you as well. This is in this card here. It's not just a message that we are going to weed people out, but it's a message of we are recruiting people as well, okay? So that's why I feel like I'm going to put to whomever this reading, is directed, because they'll find a way to get the people who need to see this video to see this video. All right. Let's continue. Oh my God, how long has it been? Yeah, 39 minutes. Okay. Let's continue. In the now position, I'm seeing a tower moment again. We see this. Look at this. It's an interruption of the mental state. Okay? We know that. That's what we're doing. They're trying to interrupt the mental state. They're trying to clean the insides out and insert love. So that's where you find yourself at this time. In your environment, they're asking you to make a new beginning. Have a new beginning. They're asking you to drop everything, let go of everything, be the fool, and take a new beginning with them. All you need is your bag, as minimal as possible. Just your bag, and this guy's got a flower, and that's it. In other words, you just need to have the commitment to being of the light and to letting go of the ego, letting go of the ideology. Literally wake up tomorrow morning and be like, I'm done with whatever I'm doing. Because I don't know what this organization stands for anymore. I don't know what I stand for anymore. If I were supposed to be doing something awesome, I would have more people. I would have a better reception. Whatever it is, you need to tell yourself to get out of this path. And they're saying that you have to have a new beginning. Okay? In your hopes and fears position, I feel that a lot of you may have a fear about this. It's like, if I have a new beginning, number 1, 2, 3, 4, will I have the message? Will God give me a new message? And then, second, understandably, I understand this fear right here. If I were to disseminate this new message, it's going to be something different from what I was doing. There's going to be a little fear and apprehension in doing something new and having people see that I've been known for one thing and now I'm doing another thing. Am I going to get eaten alive? Basically, am I going to get eaten alive? But you know what? I will tell you this. You may find that there's protection when you work with spirit. When you work with spirit, there's protection there. And when you're truly committed to something, and it's a passion, and you know it's right, and you know it on a deep level, and God and everything in the universe supports it, that sometimes gives you the strength that you need to move forward, okay? Never, what can I say? Always trust the universe, okay? All you need to do is say, hey, angels and guides, I know you guys are here. God bless you. What do I do? Okay, that's it. That's it. In your outcome position, I see you having this body of work. See, these are attempts that you've made. See this guy right here? Just trying with that stick, but no one's listening, right? These are the attempts that you've made before. And here you are looking at it, bruised and bloodied and whatever, looking at it like, dude, I've been wasting my time. But look at what you're holding. You're holding a stick that's longer than that, and it's topped off with metal. You're in armor, and look at that helmet. You're about to pick it up. You are getting the message that is good for you. You're illuminated. You're moving forward and doing what you need to do. And when you do that, you start to magically be provided with whatever it is that you need. And check this out. God is so good. The spirits are so good. I don't even know how these readings come together. In your outcome, see, earlier, same card, different deck. Look, the back is to us. You didn't get this card. This is you giving your message out to the world and nobody listening to it. And you failing and you falling. Okay? But this is you in your outcome. Same card, but you're facing us. Why? Because you will be working with spirit in the right way. So they're saying that you come correct. You listen. Remember, he said that. You come correct. And he's like pulling you over now. Yay. And we'll give you the crowds that you need. You'll have everything that you need because you'll be working for God, so to speak. Boom, next card. That's you. You're going to have everything that you need. Let's see. Okay, there it is. They'll give you the message. And look, aw, you got a follower. Look, he's like, hello. He starts eating, okay? So if you straighten up and listen to God and listen to the reality. For some of you, I'm feeling this may be also about extraterrestrial, I would say images or extraterrestrial information about ETs. And they're saying, yeah, listen, if that's you as well, you got to get the information that's real. Whatever it is that you are representing, whether it's a Native American organization you're representing, whether it's police that you're representing, whether it's a church or religion that you're representing, whether it's you're representing ufology, whatever it is that you are saying that you're representing. If you feel like if this reading resonates, then the spirits and the people non-physical who are working along with people in that field are saying that your message is not currently reflective of the field. So they're trying to get you to change your perspective. They're trying to get you to connect and really commit to being a messenger. And if you say yes and they see that you're ready and you're serious about it, they will take you aside and they will teach you that stuff. So if you're into ufology and ufology, which is the study of UFOs and you know, just that field, and if you really are connected and committed to disseminating correct and accurate information about our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters, then you will be directed through spirit, here it is, boom, to get the information that is real, so that you're not harming people and you're not creating a space for negativity. You know, especially in this field of ufology, we need to teach people to have an understanding, a basic understanding of themselves and of our star brothers and sisters, some of whom walk right amongst us and they don't even realize it, right? So if that's a topic that you're preaching about, you have to handle it with a certain sensitivity, so you're not setting it up for a whole new bunch of people in ETs to be abused when it's time to really be more open about these things, right? So anyway, that's something specific I just had to mention there for some of you. And yes. So yeah, they're saying put down your defenses and come on in, okay? Anyway, let's move forward. Interesting. Put down your defenses and come on in. I think that is directed to some extraterrestrials, okay? So if you're watching this, God bless, yay. This is for you. So maybe I feel that Spirit is trying to communicate to extraterrestrial viewers that they are working actively to make this situation more tenable for you to come in and to express yourselves in whatever way you feel safe doing, and also to certain deities. Okay, all right. So all right, let's move on. Okay, so let's do this, and let me take a quick look over there. Give me a sec, everybody's. Oops, let's sharpen that image. There you go. And while you look, I'll look too. Hold on. Okay, got it. Okay. So Spirit is saying, excuse me. Spirit is saying that yes, a lot of you truly have the gift. As I'm saying that, I'm feeling that some of you may also be spiritual readers. Readers like this, or healers, or whatever. Maybe some of you may have been, misusing or something to that effect. But either way, if you're reading this, what am I saying? This isn't a book. If you're here at this reading, then you're knowing that there's a confirmation that you do have a gift. You do have an ability to be a storyteller, or you do have an ability to be a witness. They're saying be a witness to life's events. In politics or just whatever. You also have this ability to sway people, to work with people, to work through whatever. So you're messengers, you're teachers, you're right. But they're saying check your communication. This is a check. They're lecturing today. This is a check. They're saying you have to allow for the death of the ego. You have to make peace with the fact that it's not from you that these messages come. It's through you that these messages come. And as a messenger, even if all you're doing is working on Twitter and pumping out stuff on Twitter or being whatever, not even thinking anything about it, as a messenger, anytime you pick up a pen or you open your mouth or whatever, or you type anything, you are responsible for what it is that you're saying. Now, of course, you can't be responsible all the way down because people can misconstrue what you're saying and blah, 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 blah. But what you can control, thank you, Spirit, is the energy with which you are, I want to say the word promulgating, yeah, the energy with which you are promoting these ideas, okay? So if you make music, yes, we can't blame other people for what they read into your music, but when you make music, you have to know that music literally is you encoding certain things onto music. you're carrying certain emotions. You're that's going to be disseminated to other people. So it's your job to make sure that what you're producing, you're creating, is good. You have to make peace with that, and make peace with the death of your ego. They're saying, turn instead to spirit. If it is that you would like to work for God, or you would like to work for a higher power, and to actually be of service, this is your audition, so to speak. So again, if you feel like drawn to this, whether or not you have been doing, any official disseminating or whatnot, then this is your audition. They're saying, look at this guy. He's like, yeah, step up next. It's contract work, okay? Spiritual contract work. Now, if you pass and they see that your heart is true and that you're in the right place and the ego is where it should be, then they will give you this message. And look, you've got the message, and look, boom, there's somebody already waiting, like, hey, what's that? In fact, look, that's him on here, okay? So you are given the message with specific people that you're supposed to reach, and they'll be there. So don't worry about who's going to listen to me. That's stepping in the ego again. Don't worry about who's going to listen to you. Your job is just to show up, and that's it. Okay? Now, once you get that, they're going to teach you. Look at Spirit walking alongside you, right? Walking alongside you. For some of you, this is extraterrestrial. Again, I'm seeing that some of you are going to be working with extraterrestrial beings to make sure that you're putting out proper messages of love about extraterrestrials, because the last thing we need right now is to create ideas that promote fear-mongering and hate and this and that. Because if we can barely tolerate, dear God, different races here on Earth, what do you think people are going to do when they start getting introduced to beings of other species, or just outer places or other dimensions? So for some of you, you are going to be working with extraterrestrial beings to help you through this. But either way, I'm seeing that once it's time for you to start working on this messaging and being a messenger, you're going to have the help that you need, and they're going to walk by your side, and they're going to walk you through it. Okay? Once you do that, I see fulfillment on your end. Because look, now that you are given this message by Spirit, bing, you're no longer caught up in the coming up with the message and the feeling this. It's cutting out all that stuff, because you're not making it. You're just communicating it. So now you have all this extra time to really sit and enjoy, and to love and to learn, and to just be in a better space as you work for Spirit. And even if your messages fall on deaf ears, look at this cold place. Even if your messages fall on deaf ears, look at what's left behind. It's left in the trees for when people come by and they're ready to pick it. That's a far cry different from you trying to force people to listen to your messages and you failing at it, right? Like, look at this guy. He's like, what happened? Whoa, what happened? That's not going to be you, okay? This will be you. You are just the messenger. You leave it here for people walking by, and if they're ready, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? If they're ready, they grab one, and then they're ready. And they know where to find you. And you're not following behind, judging people about whether or not they listen to you, and this and that, and who will save their souls, and all that stuff, okay? Anyway, long story short, that's it. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is so good. And they don't mean to come hard. Actually, maybe they did, because they're very deliberate. I didn't mean to come hard, because I just communicate. And I get to enjoy as well. Anyway, long story short, Sagittarius / whoever is attracted to this video, thank you so much for coming. Please consider this a serious warning, a serious audition, a serious weeding out, okay? Either way, we're going to have a lot of information that's going to be coming in to be processed in the next few decades, in the next decade at least. And, some things may seem unbelievable or whatnot, but it's not later that we'll be working on that. All of this stuff is already being worked on, right? Thank you, Spirit. And everything that we do is going to shape how these things later on are going to be perceived and received. And so it is your job as messenger to take yourself out of the message and do your best, okay? Anyway, so I'm going to end it here. Of course, if this resonates with you and you're like, wow, I feel like God wants me to do something, but what? Feel free to seek a personal reading, and I'd be happy to work with you, okay? I can breathe. Okay. Thank you so much to all spirits and guides that came in to really help us with this, and thank you for listening, and okay, bye. Enjoy your April.